Birth and early life, 1978 to 1990. Volodymyr Zelensky was born on January 25, 1978, in Kryvyi Rih, Ukrainian SSR, Soviet Union. He grew up in a Jewish family in the industrial city of Kryvyi Rih in central Ukraine. His parents, Alexander Zelensky and Rima Zelenska, were engineers. Zelensky's childhood coincided with the turbulent period of the late Soviet era and the subsequent transition to an independent Ukraine. Growing up in this environment, he witnessed firsthand the socio-economic and political changes that shaped the country's trajectory. Education and early career, 1990 to 2000. Zelensky attended school in Kryvyi Rih and later pursued higher education at the Kryvyi Rih State Pedagogical Institute, where he studied law. During his student years, he developed an interest in theater and performance, participating in school plays and cultural events. He demonstrated a natural talent for comedy and acting, which would later become integral to his career in entertainment. Rise to fame, 2000 to 2010. Zelensky's breakthrough came in the early 2000s when he began performing as a comedian on various Ukrainian television programs. His wit, humor, and ability to connect with audiences quickly propelled him to stardom. He became a household name in Ukraine, known for his roles in comedy sketches, stand-up routines, and television shows. Zelensky's comedic style often revolved around social and political satire, earning him a large and dedicated fan base. Founding of Kvartal 95, 2003. In 2003, Zelensky co-founded Kvartal 95 Studio along with his longtime friends and collaborators, Serhiy Shifer and Oleksandr Pikolov. The production company aimed to create innovative and engaging content for Ukrainian audiences, spanning television, film, theater, and digital media. Kvartal 95 quickly established itself as a leading entertainment brand in Ukraine, producing a wide range of popular and critically acclaimed projects. Expansion of Kvartal 95, 2000s to 2010s. Under Zelensky's leadership, Kvartal 95 expanded its operations and diversified its portfolio, becoming a multifaceted entertainment powerhouse. The company ventured into live comedy performances, stage productions, feature films, and online content creation. Zelensky played a central role in shaping the creative direction of Kvartal 95, leveraging his comedic talents and industry expertise to drive growth and innovation. Marriage and family, 2003. In 2003, Zelensky married Alina Kiashko, an actress and producer whom he met through his work in the entertainment industry. The couple's relationship blossomed amid their shared passion for performance and creativity. They later welcomed 2 children, a son named Oleksandr and a daughter named Kirilo, further enriching their family life. Political ambitions, 2018. Despite his success in entertainment, Zelensky harbored aspirations beyond the realm of show business. In 2018, he made a surprising foray into politics by announcing his candidacy for the Ukrainian presidency. His decision to enter the political arena signaled a bold departure from his previous career trajectory and sparked intense speculation and debate among the public and media. Presidential campaign, 2019. Zelensky's presidential campaign captured the imagination of the Ukrainian electorate with its unconventional approach and populist appeal. Running as an independent candidate, he positioned himself as a fresh alternative to the political establishment, promising to combat corruption, promote transparency, and champion the interests of ordinary citizens. His background as a comedian and outsider resonated with voters disillusioned with traditional politics, helping him build a broad and diverse coalition of supporters. Victory in presidential election, 2019. In a stunning upset, Zelensky emerged victorious in the Ukrainian presidential election held on April 21, 2019, defeating the incumbent president, Petro Poroshenko, by a wide margin. His landslide victory reflected widespread dissatisfaction with the status quo and a hunger for change among the Ukrainian electorate. Zelensky's election marked a historic turning point in Ukrainian politics, ushering in a new era of leadership and governance. Inauguration and early presidency, 2019. Zelensky was inaugurated as the 6th president of Ukraine on May 20, 2019, amid high expectations and lofty aspirations. His inauguration speech emphasized the need for unity, reform, and national renewal, setting the tone for his administration's agenda. Zelensky wasted no time in implementing his vision for change, prioritizing anti-corruption measures, economic reforms, and efforts to end the conflict in eastern Ukraine. Conflict with Russia, 2019-present. One of the most formidable challenges facing Zelensky's presidency has been the ongoing conflict with Russia and Russian-backed separatists in eastern Ukraine. Since 2014, the region has been plagued by violence, instability, and humanitarian crises, posing a grave threat to Ukraine's territorial integrity and national security. Zelensky has pursued a dual-track approach to addressing the conflict, combining diplomatic negotiations with a firm commitment to defending Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Domestic reforms, 2019-present. Throughout his presidency, Zelensky has sought to enact sweeping reforms aimed at modernizing Ukraine's economy, strengthening its democratic institutions, and improving the quality of life for its citizens. His reform agenda encompasses a wide range of areas, including anti-corruption measures, judicial reform, decentralization, healthcare reform, and education reform. While progress has been made in some areas, challenges remain in overcoming entrenched interests, bureaucratic inertia, and resistance to change. COVID-19 pandemic, 2020-present. Like leaders around the world, Zelensky has had to contend with the far-reaching impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on Ukraine's public health, economy, and society. His government has implemented a series of measures to contain the spread of the virus, mitigate its socioeconomic effects, and ensure access to healthcare for all Ukrainians. These measures have included lockdowns, travel restrictions, vaccination campaigns, and economic stimulus packages. However, the pandemic has strained Ukraine's healthcare system and economy, exacerbating existing challenges and inequalities. International relations, 2019-present. Zelensky has pursued a proactive and pragmatic approach to Ukraine's foreign policy, seeking to strengthen its partnerships with key allies and stakeholders while safeguarding its national interests and sovereignty. He has prioritized Ukraine's integration into European and Euro-Atlantic institutions, including the European Union and NATO, as well as fostering closer ties with other countries and international organizations. Zelensky has also engaged in diplomatic efforts to resolve conflicts in Ukraine's neighborhood and promote peace and stability in the broader region. Controversies and criticisms, 2019-present. Zelensky's presidency has not been without controversy, and he has faced criticism from various quarters for his handling of political, social, and economic issues. Critics have raised concerns about his lack of political experience, reliance on a small circle of advisors, and perceived inconsistencies in his policy positions. Some have accused him of prioritizing style over substance and failing to deliver on his promises of transformative change. Additionally, Zelensky has been criticized for his management of certain crises, including the COVID-19 pandemic and the conflict with Russia, with some questioning his leadership and decision-making abilities. Legislative initiatives, 2019-present. Throughout his presidency, Zelensky has pursued an ambitious legislative agenda aimed at advancing his reform priorities and fulfilling his campaign promises. His administration has introduced numerous bills and initiatives focused on combating corruption, strengthening the rule of law, promoting economic development, and improving governance. These efforts have included reforms to the judiciary, law enforcement, civil service, electoral system, and regulatory framework. While some initiatives have been successful, others have encountered resistance and opposition in Ukraine's parliament, highlighting the complexities of the country's political landscape. Economic challenges, 2019-present. Zelensky has grappled with a range of economic challenges during his presidency, including sluggish growth, high levels of corruption, inadequate infrastructure, and reliance on foreign aid. His government has implemented various measures to stimulate economic activity, attract investment, create jobs, and reduce poverty. These measures have included tax reforms, deregulation, privatization, infrastructure projects, and support for small and medium-sized enterprises. However, structural weaknesses in Ukraine's economy, coupled with external factors such as the COVID-19 pandemic and geopolitical tensions, have posed significant obstacles to sustainable growth and development. Public approval and popularity, 2019-present. Despite facing criticism and challenges, Zelensky has maintained relatively high levels of public approval and popularity throughout his presidency. His unconventional background, charismatic personality, and communication skills have endeared him to many Ukrainians, who see him as a refreshing change from traditional politicians. Zelensky's ability to connect with voters on a personal level, coupled with his promises of reform and renewal, has helped sustain his support base and political capital. Media and public image, 2019-present. Zelensky's media presence and public image have been instrumental in shaping his political success and influence. His background in entertainment has provided him with a unique platform and communication style that resonate with diverse audiences. Zelensky has leveraged social media, television appearances, public events, and other channels to engage with voters, convey his messages, and shape public opinion. His use of humor, authenticity, and directness has helped humanize him as a leader and bridge the gap between government and citizens. Future outlook, 2024 and beyond. As Zelensky enters the later stages of his presidency, the focus will shift to his legacy and the long-term impact of his leadership. Key challenges and opportunities lie ahead, including the resolution of the conflict with Russia, the consolidation of democratic institutions, and the implementation of structural reforms. Zelensky's ability to navigate these challenges, build consensus, and deliver results will shape his place in Ukrainian history and determine the trajectory of the country's future. Beyond the presidency, Zelensky's political future remains uncertain, but his unconventional rise to power has left a lasting imprint on Ukrainian politics and society, inspiring new generations of leaders and citizens to engage in the democratic process and strive for positive change.